Style counts, so give it your touch. Big or small. Next idea hits at 2 a.m.? Of course it does. Keep building. Ask yourself, wait, I built this? Damn right. Base 44. Build it your way.
What do you got? I'm not done with you. Hell yeah! All day! Hit the brakes! Keep 'em guessing! That'll hurt! Crack! Chin check! Yeah. I'd hate to fight me too.
Breaking news out of Utah Valley University.
There's an emergency response there, flooded by law enforcement.
The conservative activist Charlie Kirk has died after being shot during an event.
The latest horrible example of what appears to be a rising tide of political violence.
In the past year, we've seen assassinations and assassination attempts against a Republican presidential candidate, Democratic legislators, and a conservative activist.
One moment Charlie was doing what he loved.
That's listening to music. Texas, it's your boy. Whoa, new intro. Well, I mean, hopefully you like the color, but, or the little video, but the audio was not supposed to be this. I had some chill lo-fi playing, but I guess not anymore. Anyway, it's been a minute. Pop-Tarts! Pop-Tarts. Dude, I'm so late. We're gonna... Super short. Look at that. Who wants to give me a haircut? Looks like... Dude, yikes. Anyway, super short. I'm not gonna do what I normally do, but I gotta get it in, baby. You know how it is. It'd be like that. Yeah, dude. I don't know why I didn't look this up the other day. But holy shit. Why? This is gold, baby. An hour and 6 minutes of the Snake Lady. I should not have to explain that. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Are we on display capture?
Oh my god, it looks like you got beat up.
Wait. Anthony! Long time no see, baby. How you holding up? Better than me, I hope. Okay, let me close the door. And let's light this fucking candle, dude. This bitch is... Oh, dude, this is... We all collectively feel the same. Thank God. But, like, it does not get more, like, dystopian, elite, Hunger Games type of shit than this. This whole thing is more dystopian Hunger Games than the actual Hunger Games. How does that even happen?
Different
but
question.
Like, dude, the question... Oh, it's so...
Campus, fighting for the gospel.
Thinking way too simple about this.
Thank you so
Wait, all right. Let me get dialed in here. Let's see. Let me kiss. Also, oh man, I'm looking ratty as fuck. Okay, and also this is not working. the main. Maybe it's time for some batteries. Okay. Cowboy hat or not? Hoodie? Hoodie and bandana kind of night? Face. Alright, let me see.
The reason we exist is because you cannot stay ahead of all threats. So what we do is we block by default. If it's not on the list, it cannot run in your environment. And that is our core focus, zero trust principles. The core of ThreatLocker is zero trust. 24-hour, 365-day-a-year support. We've got some of the most advanced threat intelligence team. And this isn't an outsourced offshore response. It's our staff in our offices helping our clients directly who really understand the product and really understand the threats.
So much for joining us tonight. Let me tell you why we're here. If you're watching this or you're sitting here in this room with me, you know what I know, which is that we live in a very divided country.
It's fucking go time. That's what time it is.
A country where many people feel that they can't
Wait,
speak
was that,
across the political divide.
Was the Pornhub sound?
Sometimes they feel they can't even speak across their own kitchen table.
That a hint?
And one of the goals of the new CBS News is to change that.
Choking the chicken with live stream, baby. Hell yeah.
This is going to be the first
I
of
expect
many
nothing less.
conversations and debates on CBS News about the things that matter most, which are often the hardest to talk about.
This bitch is, dude.
I can make one.
This, oh my God. Okay, who paid you? Who's holding your family hostage? What drugs did they give you? And also, are you a robot? Either this bitch is a robot, or they have her entire bloodline restrained in the back room, and they're gonna get rid of all of them if she doesn't do whatever the fuck this is. It's so fake. It's so fake.
Promise to you, and it's this.
All right.
You will not agree with everything you hear tonight, or in any of these other broadcasts. And that is exactly the point.
You know, dude, like you're not even lying yet. But like, do you trust this bitch? Dude, just not even red flags, it's fucking flares going off, you know? All right, let me get you on display capture so it looks a little bit better. And I got two little biscuit things in the oven because I haven't eaten today, so I will have to step out for a minute or two, but you guys are probably going to be gone by then anyway. So let's commence the snake lady. Yeah, this is going to be, yeah. I made it to like minute 5 and I was like, I got to save the rest of this. All right, so no game capture, display capture, we're going to hide. And then, oh God, that looks terrible. Oh, Jesus. Maybe it'd just be easier for the display capture and not the window capture. It still looks like shit, but...
Because the premise of a democracy is that we persuade each other with words and not violence. And that the only way to get to the truth is by talking to one another.
Good enough.
And that brings me right to tonight's guests, Erica.
I love you, Anthony.
And that brings me right to tonight's guests, Erica Kirk.
Dude, put... Dude, do you not just like... The hair on the back of my neck, bro, is just... This bitch puts me in a fight or flight mode automatically, dude. And I know it does you too. And if it doesn't, see a doctor, okay? But yeah, bro, our biological instincts to not trust this bitch is... That shit goes back thousands of years. At least it feels like it. Not gonna
3
lie,
months
been falling asleep during the streams. Oh, okay. Dude, you don't have to be here. Pop-Tarts. You don't have to do that. Don't be like that. Just dip out, bro. And don't apologize, ever. I'm just happy you're here.
ago,
The time that you
Erica
are.
Kirk's husband Charlie was assassinated on a college campus in Utah. Just what is it? When he has now picked up his mantle.
I mean, we got...
The mother of 2 young children, she is also now the CEO and chairwoman of Turning Point.
Can you just look a certain way and have that be evidence?
She's a whole bitch. She literally tried to take Charlie's money, etc. from their kids.
I
She
don't...
had something to do with Charlie getting shot.
So-
but I just can't quite put my finger on it.
I don't think there's... I mean, bro, it's like... Yeah, I mean, you can't nail down anything specific. I don't know, planes, I guess? I don't really know the details, the inner workings. But there's no debate. There's no debate. And I don't think, at first I thought it might be just like this politically motivated, I don't know. I thought it was more of a political assassination, like we all did. But the more I see of her, the more I believe that it was literally her putting a hit on Charlie. Like, straight up. Like, yeah, I feel like yeah. I could see this bitch talking in an alley with a potential hitman, 100%. 100%. And yeah, the money and everything is, dude, you're 48 hours. Bro's not even cold. And you're like, I'm the CEO. Fuck me, dude. Have you seen her cry yet? I sure haven't. Everybody grieves differently. Bro, good thing we're talking about a fucking demon, bro. That does not apply. Grieving differently does not apply to demons. Or snake people. Just saying.
Now, Charlie's murder was not an isolated tragedy. And tonight, in the audience, we have other victims of the political violence that's ripping through this country. We also have religious leaders, college students, young Christians, and others invited by CBS News. You're going to be hearing from some of them tonight. Okay, we have a lot to talk about. So, Erica, let's get started. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me. I was very grateful when you had reached out because it was an opportunity to be able to have a conversation that Charlie always enjoyed, being able to have dialogue on both sides so that people could really hear everything that's going on. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
This interview is, I think it's very important to clarify. This is post Candace Owens blowing it wide open. This is emergency damage control. Look at me, I'm not guilty type of thing. That's the only point, is like, hey, I definitely didn't have anything to do with his death. Look at me, I'm super innocent. But they try and dress it up and it's just a natural, it's like just some sort of normal interview. This is damage control. And these are prepackaged questions. This bitch is a robot. And, Jesus Christ, dude. I mean, you might as well just have fucking mannequins in the audience. Like, the most NPC type of shit I've ever seen. Especially this one.
Much for making the time. There's so many subjects I want to cover. I want to begin with
dude, I can't.
Hours and days.
Just, oh, man. Look at it. She's scary looking, bro.
After your husband was murdered.
Yes.
You got up in his podcast studio where he
TikTok, can you
broadcasted
see?
from for many
I think
hours
so.
every day.
Yeah.
And you said this. You said
Under the jail.
you
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
no idea what you
Oh, God. Dude, okay. Okay. So I would assume that you don't want to go to prison, right? So you would be trying to convey innocence, right? Bitch. What on God's green earth makes you think that This right, dude. You think this is helping your case? Like you have nothing to hide, so you're just, oh my God, holy shit. A whole rabbit hole with her, and there's another Erica from the, oh wait, what? Another Erica? Oh shit, I think I might be burning my little biscuits. 1920s, or same face structure, so fucking weird. They both, I mean, I don't, are you talking about like doppelganger shit? I mean, I don't know. I mean, of course you're gonna hear theories about everything, but like, oh dude, I'm burning something.
Have just unleashed. What did you mean by that?
Let me give you a little background of that day. We get home. The team goes to dinner. I'm laying in my daughter's bed, and I can't sleep. It took me months to even walk into my bedroom. I'm laying in my daughter's bed. I can't sleep. I grab my phone, and I start typing out it. And those are my words. That morning, the team reached out to me and said, they think they got the guy. You should probably say thank you to the authorities and just make a statement. I said, okay. I wasn't afraid. They said, let's go to the office and let's discuss. We're at the office and they say, do you want to go live? Or we can easily, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. We can easily pre-record this. I said, absolutely not. My husband always went live. I have nothing to hide. We're fully transparent. What you see is what you get. If I start breaking down on live TV, I break down on live TV. My husband was
Definitely
assassinated.
burned.
He didn't die in a car accident.
One half is good though. Doppelganger.
So we go live.
Something similar.
I write all
time
of my
to,
own
okay,
speeches.
that's pretty out there.
And when I said that,
it is very weird. I mean,
that
but
is
like,
the Holy Spirit that is unleashed.
dude, I mean, time.
That is a revival that's unleashed.
I mean, come on, time travel.
That's not meant for call to violence.
I mean, I don't know.
That's meant for people to understand that the Lord is moving in ways we have no idea. And God is going to use something so tragic to wake people up to realize that our life is short. He only lived 31 years. 31 years. And so, yes, you have no idea what has been unleashed. But I will promise until my last breath that I will let the Lord use me in ways that He only can to bring glory to Him and to the kingdom. And it has been unbelievably powerful. And it's just the beginning.
Erica, one of the most alarming things about Charlie's murder was the way that some people in this country reacted to it.
Yeah.
And not just online. This was an idea that you encountered a lot. And the idea was this. They kind of justified it. They basically said,
yeah, I mean, I'm not against, I mean, I am kind of like a non-believer in that. I mean, I would want it to be true, but like, I don't know. It just can't be a thing, because it just, yeah, like you go back in time and, your mom and your dad never have sex. How does that, you stop them from having sex? And it's not a thing to me. But, I mean, I've heard wilder theories. I definitely believe the earth is not flat either, and there's no ice wall. So, if that's up your alley too, that's another far out idea. But I'm, to each their own.
that because Charlie said or believed things that they believed were controversial or even hateful, that he somehow had it coming. What do you say to people who justified his death?
You're sick.
People who that he somehow had it coming. What do you say to people who justified somehow had it coming? What do you say to people?
She's smiling. I mean, she looks like a fucking Barbie doll with that plastic face, but dude, you see that?
That he somehow had it coming. What do you say to
Wow. Wow.
hateful that he somehow had it coming? What do you say to people who justified his death?
Yeah, dude, holy shit. Yeah, very, very true. Very true.
You're sick. He's a human being. You think he deserved that? Tell that to my 3-year-old daughter.
Why do the biggest names in dropshipping keep talking about the same platform?
How to integrate a tool called AutoDS.
The one I suggest using for dropshipping is called...
Oh, dude, she has to cry. She has to. Like, she just can't. Oh!
To my 3-year-old daughter. Excuse me.
She's like,
you want to watch?
Pushing the tears out. Oh, good for you. You got some water in going on.
My husband being murdered? And laugh? And say he deserves it? There's something very sick in your soul, and I pray that God saves you. I pray. Because that is what is so wrong. The internet in this world has dehumanized us. My husband did something very simple.
His name was Charlie, bitch. Charlie. My husband, my husband, my husband, my husband. Charlie. He was your... Yeah, okay. Right.
He talked to people. You're going to be murdered for talking to people. He didn't go after people. He went after your ideas. And if you think it's okay to murder someone because you think they had it coming for them because they took the time to have people come to the front of the line if they didn't agree with you, and you think it's okay because you don't like what they say or how they say it, that they should be murdered and you're enjoying it and you're rejoicing in that? That is evil. Evil.
Wow, notice how she fucking waited 10 minutes to hand her the little tissue? You're just now handing her the tissue? Wow, bro. Gotta make sure we get that on camera. What the fuck?
Excuse me.
What are you, a fucking pimp? Bro. What? Oh my god, bro. Just absolutely ice the fuck out. Wow. Holy shit, bro. Oh, I'm so sad. Oh. Oh.
Excuse me.
As you know, and as I know, one of the ideas that has gained a lot of traction among young people, especially in this country, Erica, is, and this leads them to this kind of justification, is the idea that words themselves are violence. Senior writer, Angel.
Thank you, Perry. Excuse me. Hi, Erica. My condolences. A recent survey that we took believed to some extent that words can be violent. 1/3 acceptable.
I don't give a shit about any of this.
My husband might have incited violence. I know that was not your question, but I'm going to put a squash on it before anyone else can attach to that. My husband never incited violence.
Charlie. You guys were married. Why would you do that? You're trying to distance yourself from the fucking guy you killed. I'm not saying she pulled the trigger, but like, that's what that is. Disassociation.
He never once said, go after them because they're saying X, Y, Z and they deserve to die. My husband never once said that, and he never would. What did he say? Come to the front of the line. I'll put my mic down. Tell me why you believe that. Well, that's interesting. I never thought of that. But have you thought of this? People heckling, laughing at them. Stop. It took a lot of courage for them to come up here. Stop doing that. He gave them a microphone. He didn't take away a moment for them to speak back. He gave them a microphone. And what they do, they gave him a bullet in the neck.
That's not...
Totally different. But you have secular revolutionaries that want to come out and say, you can't say that, and I'm going to stop you from
See,
saying
look,
it. I'm going to...
where'd all the fake tears go?
Yeah.
Almost like it was an act. Lol.
Well, she did pat dry. Yeah, but like, I was literally, the whole time I was trying to figure out, like, dude, she must have had some fucking chili powder or like, you know, some cayenne pepper on her finger or something. Like, yeah, dude. Yeah. And to go from like, oh my God, my husband, to just this. That's not how emotions work.
Why? You don't have a conversation. Something as simple as a conversation. And this is what is so fascinating to me. My husband knew that something as simple as having a conversation could change the world. So simple. That is an ancient thing. Come and sit down and have coffee with me. Why do you believe what you believe? 80s and 90s, they were doing this in Congress, then going to have a Subway afterwards. Why don't we do that anymore?
What? You're just saying words.
Instead, it's violence. Usually one-sided. I'm not going to go there. But you know what's so interesting about my husband's book? The last book he will ever write.
Ooh.
It could have been about politics. It could have been about football. It could have been about anything. He was multidimensional. It literally says, stop in the name of God. Stop. Stop the violence. Stop the hate. Have a conversation. Stop. And what he knew in that book was not just so much stop that, take a minute to get off of your phone and realize that we are all human, operating on this broken planet, all sinful, no one's perfect, and we're not getting out of here alive. But what he knew in that book was the balancing factor of communication. You cannot communicate with someone if you're not at peace with yourself. So he went on campus talking to a kid. They're screaming at him. Screaming. Does he scream back? Not once. He sits there. And you know what he's thinking?
Okay, dude. Wow. You know, not you. You know what he's thinking? You have, oh man. Just shape-shifting him into whatever the fuck you want, huh? Speaking for the dead. Okay.
It's in that book. Maybe you need to take a few hours. Get off your phone. Go for a walk in nature. Go sit and have a coffee. Go and tell your mother you love her. Go do something that is beautiful and healing instead of trying to tear something down that you did not build. That's my thought on that.
We're going to talk about the book in a little bit, but I want to pick up on a theme that you've now hit on twice, which is the idea that the black squares that we all have in our pocket, our phones,
yes,
that they are doing something to us collectively, that they are dehumanizing us. Later, we'll talk about the conspiracies that are spreading right now on those platforms about who killed your husband. What do you recommend to people sitting in this room? What are your practices to disconnect, to reconnect by disconnecting?
Well, like my husband, I took all of it off my phone.
So when she says that, she's like, I think that's a little bit of a Freudian slip there. I think what she means by that is like, I literally took him off my phone. And the lady tries to save her by, restating, oh, social media. Yeah. No, you're talking about deleting evidence on your phone. That's what you're talking. I took it all off my phone. Took what?
Well, like my husband, I took all of it off my phone.
All social media off your phone?
No, I don't have it on my phone.
Right.
I have a team that helps run it. I really, everyone has an opinion about me. I could care less. You know what I care about? I care about what my daughter says about me and her running up into my arms and loving on me. That's what I care about.
One of the things that has happened over the 3 months since Charlie was murdered is that people have gone through the thousands, maybe tens of thousands of hours of words he produced. He said more in 31 years than most people will, especially on the political left, okay?
Yeah.
An amendment, he said. Acknowledging that he wishes he didn't feel this way, he said, I'm sorry, if I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. He said the Civil Rights Act of 19 being memorialized.
We've all heard it.
By many people, the civil conversation. How do you square that with the statements I just read?
I would love for everyone to be able to watch. He loved knowing that people, his favorite word was earn.
How do you know? Do you have a favorite word? I guess you can, but like, that's so, I don't think she was even fucking him. She's fucking somebody. But his favorite word was earn. Okay. And okay, sure.
He loved knowing that people worked hard to earn what they got. He worked so hard to build Turning Point USA. The first statement you meant about guns and shooting, I have no idea the context of that, and I have no idea that whole, there's a lot more there than just that one little sentence. My husband is not to be deteriorated to 2 sentences. He's not. He is a thought leader, and he was brilliant of a man. So that's fine if you want to take words out of his mouth or out of context.
That's what you're doing. That's literally what you're doing. That's what you're doing right now. His favorite word was earn. You know what he was thinking? No.
Without the whole thing in perspective. But that's the problem.
Does it bother you that people are picking out?
Man, you're doing an awful lot of looking away. Oh man.
Those statements and drawing an entire picture of who he was.
Again, that's the problem. You're not having a conversation. You're having a 15-second clip on the internet to define your thought of who someone is, instead of taking the time to educate yourself on truly who that person is, what they thought, because why? They challenged you to think a little different. Again, my husband was an amazing man. We're human. But I do not once, for 1 second,
Dude, get this bitch in a straitjacket, bro. Oh my God, get her out of here. Get the grippy socks, the fucking ankle cuffs, and the straitjacket. You know what? And the muzzle. And the leather muzzle. Okay? You're gonna need it. Couple of cattle prods, maybe, you know, long ones. Somebody fucking, yeah, bro. This, what the fuck? What are you trying to say? And she's literally not talking about Charlie and how people viewed Charlie. She is 100% talking about herself in this scenario. Like, oh, nobody, you're just gonna assume without context and everything. It's because everybody on the internet's calling you a fucking lizard person, and you had something to do with it. And you're 100% referring to yourself, not Charlie. What the fuck are you smiling about also? Huh? Oh yeah, my dead husband. And then you got this look on your face? Bitch. I don't know what your angle here is, but man, it ain't working. Yeah, this is...
Was an amazing man.
Okay.
We're human.
Okay.
But I do not once, for 1 second.
What?
Think he was anything else than exceptional.
Whoa. What's that? I just built a budgeting app in Base 44. Guys.
Yeah, so not one detective. Yeah, that's did you hear about the agents who, I think it was apparently the FBI? Some goons, right? So the doctor that was oversight when they brought him in, he did what he could. I'm not sure how long that sequence was, but the doctor left for whatever reason, maybe to get, like, he was going to clean him up. And I guess the doctor probably went to go get something, or an assistant, or supplies, or whatever, and they didn't let him back in. So once he determined that Charlie was no good, you know, no saving him, he leaves to go get something, and they don't let him back in. It's not suspicious at all, right? Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah.
Nina just built an app.
And also, like, we're all fucked, obviously. Anthony, oh yeah, that's old. The whole paving over the school, or whatever, I mean, no crime scene. No forensics, no forensic team, no nothing. They just made it disappear. Which is, dude, there's no debate. There's no debate here. There's no, yeah, but nothing, bro. Yeah, but nothing. Yeah. I bet whatever it is, dude, if you searched her phone, you're cooked. You're cooked. She's cooked. She'd be cooked.
Erica, as you know, the last person that Charlie ever spoke to was a Utah Valley student named Hunter Kozak. He was asking Charlie a question that day when he was shot, and he's here tonight, and he wants to ask you a question.
Hi there. Erica, I want to tell you how much I appreciate your calls for peace and unity, and I'm likewise horrified by the people in my so-called camp who were cheering about Charlie's murder. I believe that they stoke the flames of violence. But even worse is when powerful, influential people on either side of the aisle stoke the flames. When they do it, the flames can become an inferno. And this leads me to Donald Trump, the most powerful and influential person on earth, who has more responsibility than anyone else to put the flames out. Just last month, President Trump called on 6 Democratic lawmakers to be tried for sedition, which he clarified was punishable by death. He then reposted a simple message: hang them. I think that you've been making strides to bring peace to our country, and that Turning Point has been asking Democrats to decry the individuals who cheer for violence. I have and will continue to decry them. But any good faith effort to stop political violence must hold both parties to.
Yo, I just look at the fucking Giga Chad jaw on her. Holy shit. Are we sure that she's a woman? If she's not a lizard, she is, I don't know. God. Ugh.
The same standard and expectation. So, in that spirit, will you condemn the violent rhetoric of Donald Trump, the most powerful and influential person on earth?
I appreciate your question. You know my heart. Why would I ever say, yes, go murder people? This is so much deeper than just one. I understand your sentiment. I do. But this is also so much deeper than just one person.
So the correct answer is no. Or yes, whatever. He said, would you... would you... What did he say?
My heart question.
An influential person on earth.
Do you... What did he say?
I appreciate
Oh, wait.
Trump. So, in that spirit, will you condemn the
Condemn. I was going to say decry. Condemn.
rhetoric of Donald Trump, the most powerful and influential person on?
Yeah, it's a yes or no question.
I do. But this is also so much deeper than just one person. This starts at the home.
What?
Okay? This starts with family. This starts with a seed that grows and grows. You can choose to have evil in your heart, or you can choose to have light. What you consume and what you absorb from the outside world will manifest itself. No, I will never agree with political violence. My husband is a victim of it. I'm a victim of it.
Oh, God.
But what I'm trying to say here is that we can blame everyone else. We have to look in the mirror. When you become a father, when you become a mother, how are you raising your kids? Are you taking responsibility, or are you giving them a device and saying, go down that rabbit hole? I'm trying to go to Pilates class. You can just sit in the corner and look at your iPad or look at your phone and go down that rabbit hole and
What
see what
are you talking about? You're talking about people catching on to the fact that you're a shady bitch, huh? Going down the rabbit hole. Yeah. Who's got time for conspiracies? Don't worry about it.
what you can learn from that instead of being a parent. So my call to action from that is parents, step up. Do you want your kid to be a thought leader or an assassin? That's where we're at.
Do you think our political leaders have a responsibility to turn the temperature down right now?
Well, I think everyone has a responsibility to do that, and I'm doing my part. I'm not in control of other people.
Okay. Ahead, a father whose daughter was murdered in cold blood because of who she was. He's here.
Dude,
Also,
is that it?
Political violence and the conspiracy theories surrounding Charlie Kirk's assassination.
Oh, thank God.
Sheriff Kerman, sighting target.
I'm still gonna play a little bit of the game.
Stay with us.
So far, had
What? Some other chick.
Just as our family could not anticipate the pain we've been going through following the murder of our daughter Sarah, as our the phrase, including normal, will
You literally have a script. Oh my God, bro. I mean,
against anti-Semitism so we can prevent another tragedy.
Yes, sir. First of all, I'm so sorry. You and I are a part of a very small club.
Dude, club. Oh my God. Why would you say it like that? Club, huh? Yikes.
Painful. But you're in good company, and I will pray for you. Sucks, doesn't it?
Oh God.
Hate is hate. It's evil. Charlie and I have always been very clear on our stance. Israel, Jewish people.
Oh God.
It's awful. Awful. Anti-Semitism is...
Who?
What healing factor comes out of hating Jewish people? What healing factor comes out of hating Christians? What healing factor comes out? Hate in general. Nothing.
Fuck.
Nothing. Charlie always would say very clearly,
Nothing.
Jew hate was brain rot. He would always say it. We've been to Israel twice together.
So I don't know the guy's name in particular, but like days before he got popped, he was being offered some massive amount of money by some Israel Jewish guy. I don't fucking know. And he turned him down. And then he died. And she's all for it, which is why she's talking like this right now. Because that's who funded the hit, you know?
To walk in the place where our Lord walked and see the Bible come to life in Technicolor. How could you hate that place? How could you hate the Jewish people?
I mean, okay. Bro doesn't even have his shirt buttoned properly. That's why it looks so weird. Because he's got the wrong button in the wrong hole, which is, you know, yikes. Yikes.
Why? Because you need to fulfill a conspiracy theory. I'm wrapped in, people say I'm a part of conspiracy theory.
Oh, here it comes! Here it comes! Here it comes! She can't hold back. Oh, boy. Yeah. We know what this is about. It's obvious. And also, I think the only reason she's been able to cry at all is because she's feeling sorry for herself being dragged through the mud on the internet. That's 100%. That's the only reason she's able to get any tears out, is because she's, oh, poor me, on the inside and outside.
Conspiracy theory. I'm wrapped in, people say I'm a part of conspiracy theories all the time. It's sick. And it needs to stop. We are human. No one is perfect. No Christian is perfect. No Jew is perfect. No Muslim is perfect. We are broken, sinful humans in need of a Lord and Savior. And that's why it is so important to give your life to the Lord. Because once you do that and you fully surrender to the Lord, you have no room in your heart for hate. And so, sir, I am so sorry what happened to your daughter. I pray that does not happen, and I pray that that is something that we can somehow extinguish in this world. But we are living in enemy-occupied territory. And every single day we need to guard ourselves, guard our minds, guard our heart. And the best way to do that is reading God's word. And you cannot separate the Old Testament from the New Testament. You cannot. You cannot.
No.
Oh,
No.
brother.
Okay, what's up, baby? Chilling with the lizard lady. Clapping, bro? Dude, there's no, dude, it's so obvious that this is all fake as fuck. Because nobody would clap. That this is tragic. This is tragic. What the fuck are you clapping about? That would be... No. No. This is not... Oh my God.
Separate the Old Testament from the New Testament. You cannot. You cannot.
She just talking about the Bible. You cannot separate the Old Testament from the New Testament. What? What? Why would you clap? Because you were told to. Oh. I gotta pee. And I gotta fire up Far Cry, because I'm trying to get it in. Still on Facebook, huh?
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
Bob, do you want to ask a follow-up?
Is there anything specific that Turning Point can do to combat anti-Semitism?
Yeah, so we're all of our college campus and high school campuses, we have these conversations. And our students understand exactly my heart and Charlie's heart and the sentiment of everything I just said. We have Shabbat dinner happening at AmFest. We have individuals in our chapters who are Jewish. We have people that are going to be having booths. We have an exhibit hall at AmFest that are Jewish, that have Jewish organizations. The only way to combat evil, just like Charlie did, is with dialogue and not being afraid to do it. If you have these things that are being said, you need to counter it with the truth. And if you don't, there's a void and a vacuum. And so even though they're a small number, they get louder and louder. So we need to do our best, which we're doing our part. We're going to continue to do our part to make sure that the truth is always heard. We'll amplify it even more. And we're going to do the best we can, but we need the whole community. We need everyone in on that.
Bob, thank you so much. I want to talk about discernment.
Why would you know that guy's name? I mean, hey, Bob, you got that, you want to ask her that last question that we all rehearsed? Bro, just the way, like, I just cannot get over the way that she looks. You know? It's like she's wearing somebody else's skin.
I'm shaking like a dog shitting a peach seed RN from anxiety and excitement because I go to MEPS on Tuesday.
Oh, you got the bubble guts, huh? Oh man, that is exciting. But I don't blame you. Tuesday, huh? You'll be fine. What is it? What does MEP stand for again?
Yes.
Okay, being able to separate truth.
Like, okay, I know, you know, religion and, oh, God is good and all that. Why are you talking so much about Jewish people and like, what does that have to do with anything? Like, I've never. Why? What is that a big deal for?
Military Entrance Processing Station.
Nice.
Lies.
So PT and all that? You got to do your quals? Or have you done that already? Maybe you have.
Reality from unreality.
You'll be fine.
A 22-year-old man named Tyler Robinson has been arrested and charged with the murder of your husband. And yet there are a huge number of conspiracy theories, you might call them brain rot, that are spreading right now online about the actual story behind the reality. One, people say that Tyler Robinson was actually a MAGA Republican. Or two, some people say you were actually a Mossad agent sitting in front of me, and you were Charlie's handler, and Israel killed Charlie.
Right.
Other people say that a number of men in the crowd were wearing maroon T-shirts, and this signifies that his killing was an elite airborne operation, whatever that means. They say that the rings on your fingers, which are
my kids'
your kids' initials,
my wedding band, the Medal of Freedom, my engagement ring.
But apparently they symbolize some kind of secret plot. There's also a new theory that Egyptian aircraft have been tracking you.
Mm-hmm.
What is going on? Why are there so many conspiracies spreading about what seems to be a pretty open and shut case?
This is the first time that we have seen evil on display where we have social media at our fingertips.
Absolutely not.
Something so evil that happened,
What?
people are wanting answers immediately. They are wanting to figure out how to wrap their mind around this. Thanks.
Hey, listen, bitch. I love how oh my God, bro. It's like everybody's held at gunpoint here. You know? So ridiculous. People laughing randomly. And she already knew what those rings were. She was talking for her before she even, like, answered. Because the bitch asking the questions, you know, you guys are just doing a little play. This is just a skit. And it's not really...
No PT there.
Oh.
That's at basic. Oh,
gotcha.
At MEPS I'll have a physical, get my balls checked for hernias and my booty hole checked for hemorrhoids,
Oh, God.
go over information, and sign contracts, swear in.
No PT? Booty hole, huh? I never got that. That was like the Sea Cadet thing. I mean, I got a physical though, but that was more for like, you know, qualification to make sure I wouldn't die. But yeah, I was also 17.
Egyptian do you believe that Tyler Robinson murdered your husband?
Yes, I do.
Wow, that was...
Why do you think it is so hard for so many people to believe that reality?
Because you're a fucking lizard. That's why. You're a lizard. A demon.
Too simple.
Huh?
Again, everyone always has to think there's more to the story. Well, sometimes there's not.
Oh.
I've seen the autopsy report. I've seen our case pulled together. I've been in constant contact with our lawyers, the prosecuting team.
Okay, all right, okay. Woo, hold your horses. All right, lizard lady. You've been in constant contact with your lawyers. Why? Why? What would you need that for? Constant contact?
It's not. I've seen the autopsy report. I've seen our case pulled together. I've been in constant contact with our lawyers, the prosecuting team.
Oh, dude. Oh, man, she fucked up. She even, yeah, you know you fucked up.
I've seen the autopsy report. I've seen our case pulled together. I've been in constant contact with our lawyers, the prosecuting team. I've seen it all. And let me tell you this. Why in the world, why should we, prior to the trial, lay all of our hands and cards on the table for the defense team to see, to somehow then, I don't even know what they would do with it. But what I will say, and I want to get on the Egyptian plane thing, we'll take a flight on that for a second. What I will say is what I'm worried about, and I'm fascinated, just from a legal standpoint, to see how the United Healthcare trial pans out. And I say that because this is the first time where we are seeing the implications.
You're talking about Luigi Mangione.
Correct. I'd prefer never to say any of their names. They do not even deserve the ounce of oxygen and breath out of my body. But what I mean is it's fascinating to see how social media will impact that court case, just how it might impact mine.
Are you nervous he's not going to get a fair trial?
I'm nervous that there could be, they'll say we can't find a fair jury. Like they're going to taint the jury pool. And in that case,
That's how widespread.
Hey, wow.
IDK man shits wild. Trucks, am I right?
Trucks. She said nervous. You're nervous. She admitted to being nervous. Why? Why? This was all in... Oh my god, dude. This is a political assassination. Tragedy. Why the fuck would you be nervous?
And in that case, I'm nervous that there could be, they'll say we can't find a fair jury. Like they're going to taint the jury pool. And in that case,
that's how widespread you think these conspiracies have gone.
Technically, a whole system of nerves, but what do I know?
That's how mainstream they become. Okay.
Egyptian planes.
You want to talk about Egyptian planes?
Okay. I was pregnant for 90% of those
Whole
trips.
system of nerves.
Mind you, I've never, all those places they said I've traveled, I've never been. I mean, I've been, but I'm not within those states that they've.
But you even said you need to.
No, but this is, yeah,
Oh, boy.
but I do on that one, only because
Oh, boy.
that I've traveled, I've never, 90% of those trips, mind you, I've never, all those places they said I've traveled, I've never been. I mean, I've been, but.
You've been, but you've never been.
I'm not within those states that they've.
But you even said you need to.
No, but this is, yeah, but I do on that one, only because.
I think we've seen this portion.
From a humor standpoint.
Yeah, we hear it.
Humor standpoint. I intentionally, when I was pregnant.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
Hid. Not because
Does
I was
holding your
embarrassed.
mouth open help
Not
you
because
put in
I
your
didn't
eye
want anyone-
drops?
Yes, we did keep it very private. But it's
Yeah?
because it was a moment very sacred. I was growing a
Yeah?
human inside of me.
I don't know.
My baby. The world
feel like it would
that
be
Charlie
weird
and I
to-
live in is very toxic at times.
It helps, I guess.
Yeah.
Helps
and when
me.
You are growing a beautiful child.
It's
in
not
you,
eye drops, though.
I don't want to
Blinker
be around
fluid.
it. I want to do and want. So if you want to go through my flight log, go right ahead. It's very boring. You say I was here on this date. I have a photo in my phone to prove that I actually was in the hospital because I was having contractions. So game on.
The podcaster Candace Owens, okay? At one time, a friend of Charlie's, at one time, an employee of Turning Point. She has been one of the main peddlers of these conspiracies, and she is making a huge amount of money on it. She is building her business off of these lies. What do you want to say to her and the other people that are
Bollocks.
putting these lies
Bollocks.
out into the world right now?
Stop.
Oh, God.
That's it. That's all I have to say. Stop.
Join us for 3 days in Orlando, Florida in March 2026 for an event designed to equip IT professionals like you with the tools, knowledge, and strategies to navigate the ever-changing cybersecurity landscape.
Okay. The next question comes from a person who may be familiar to you, Erica, because Charlie interviewed him for his show last August. Rob Henderson.
With would shift. And he always loved that conversation with you. As the CEO of Turning Point USA, it is my responsibility to make sure that our youth is in good hands. Our chapter leaders.
How the fuck did you find this guy, bro? Holy shit. Bro looks rougher than I do.
Amazing. And there's some leaders within those groups you guys have not even seen or
We
heard
tried
about
playing
yet.
Far Cry
But you
6
will
with the
one day,
controller.
and you'll be blown away.
I feel like I'd do
because
better.
They are amazing kids. We had 2 of them
I've hardly used this
at our
thing.
gala event this weekend.
Rippy.
And they
There's-
spoke in front of our donors.
More Jew shit. Why? I've never understood it. Hamas, Syria. I don't get it. I don't get it. Who cares? Not me. Not me. Who? Yeah, bro. Oh, you mean the people in the robes that have been killing each other for 4,500 years? Are they still doing that? Well, huh. Shit. Well, I'll be damned. But yeah, I don't know.
I prefer Far Cry on controller. One of the very few games I prefer on a controller.
Yeah. I feel like I was kind of thinking that. I'm like, yeah, I feel like, and also it's not really, it's not, I mean, it's just PvE. So I don't have to worry about getting my shit rocked. I mean, I do, but I feel like I'd also still be able to like play Ark on the keyboard. Because I think I'm used to that now. I'll probably be a little rusty, but I do think I'd be better at Far Cry on the controller. I feel like, the colors in that game, like, last night was very disorienting, you know? And I could not get my bearings. We'll probably be better tonight, but we also have it on Guerrilla mode. We'll leave it, see how we can do, but we can back off. We keep dying.
It was the first time I ever met them. Phenomenal kids. Not only are they smart, they have a heart. Not only do they have a heart, they can understand.
Dude, I pray to God. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys have seen. I mean, you've probably seen one or two at least once, but like interrogation videos. That shit is gold, man. It's better than body cam stuff. What's even better is body cam and interrogation. Perfect. Chris Watts, you know that guy? 2 daughters.
I honked the fuck out at like 10 p.m. yesterday. I was tired as hell.
Nice. I wish I got tired. I'm only ever tired when I need to get up or should get up. What was I saying? I gotta pee. Yeah, I do, actually. Fuck! I forgot what I was gonna say. Was it her? That's slipped my mind.
See the Gen Z landscape in a way that we can't. And from a peer-to-peer communication level, they're phenomenal. So I personally, having a front row seat to the rising generation, the courageous generation, they're amazing. Yes, there are bad apples.
Crack is a hell of a drug, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
So do the baby boomers.
Indeed.
So does Gen X. No one's escaping the bad apples. It's just the batch. But it is our responsibility, my responsibility, our team's responsibility to make sure that our chapters are cultivating those leaders. So when they leave high school and they decide not to go to college, they're in the workforce being incredible people and incredible leaders. They might not be influencers. Not everyone's meant to. Everyone plays a very specific role. But they'll be
interrogation videos. Thank you. I love that shit. But what I was saying is I pray to God that this bitch gets convicted and we get... Oh, man. Oh, how good would that be? Chris Watts was really good, too. And that had all the body cam footage. It's like a 3-part series. Jim Can't Swim. Shit's got like 15 million views. But it's gold, you know? It's gold. And I would fucking... I'd pay good money to see that. I hope we get it. Because this bitch is guilty. As hell. Guilty as hell. And just iced out. Hardcore, dude.
someone and something very important, and they'll plant seeds. And that's all you have to do, is plant the seed. And then let truth grow from there. But thank you again for the time that you spent with my husband on that final conversation. It meant a lot to him. It means a lot to me to be able to have that to show my babies one day.
She hasn't said his name at all. Not once. Not once. My husband. I think this bitch has been planning on this for quite some time. I would say probably the last 2 years, because she would get these little TikToks or whatever and like ask him the quote of the day or some shit. You might have seen it. And it's like, oh, honey, what's the quote of the day? And he's already, he's always got something that's ready to fire off. Of course, it's probably fake, but like kind of establishing a daily alibi to make it look like you were a loving wife. But it was really just, strategic short form content to establish, you as the victim here, or the, widow of the victim.
Rob, coming up, should women focus on their careers or building their families? We'll ask Erica Kirk what she believes as a mom and now as a CEO.
Traditional dropshipping is dead. What we need to do is register with AutoDS. The quickest.
This is so
Welcome back.
Weird.
Erica, Charlie's last book, it wasn't about politics. It wasn't about policy. It was about the Jewish Sabbath, which he kept for 25 hours, starting sundown on Friday night through sundown on Saturday night.
We'll find a good
What
stop.
made Charlie so passionate about this
So when I come
subject?
back, we'll
He
do
was
some part
on the verge of burnout, and he thought to himself,
TikTok, how we doing? Still live down there?
what can I be doing? And he always loved the 10 Commandments. And then he saw it, honoring the Sabbath. And he realized that if you don't, this one commandment, this one,
I'm dozing off,
if
Tim.
you
I
don't
bid you good night,
honor
and I'll
it,
see you again some
you're
other
the one who
time.
misses out on the gift, not God.
Are you keeping it?
I'm trying my best.
Is it helping?
It is. I feel close to him. I break it apart, though. So instead of a full 24 straight, I'll break it apart only because my mom's sick, and I need to be available because I'm her medical power of attorney, so I need to be available if something happens. And so I make it what works for me, but that's what was so beautiful about that. Charlie wasn't legalistic about it. He's like, make it your own.
Erica, you have made a lot of comments that a lot of people have noticed about women, suggesting, this, right? Suggesting that women should get married young, that they should have children young, that they should prioritize family over their careers. And at the same time, you are now doing both. You now have 2 young children, I think both under the age of 3. And you're the CEO and chairwoman of Turning Point. Square that for us. Right. Some people look at you and say, she's trying to make it a binary choice. You can be the trad wife or the girl boss, but look at her. She's having both. What do you say to them?
Right. Well, I didn't ask for this. Obviously it's a blessing that I view it as a blessing. It's a duty to my husband. But I was very happy being a stay-at-home mom. There's nothing wrong with being a mother. There's actually more beautiful and emotional and powerful job title, if you will, being a mother. And for me, I experienced what it was like living in New York, living that boss babe culture. But when I met Charlie and we had our babies, I was in it. That was all hands on deck. I would take that world in a heartbeat. Always. But you know what? There was never any daylight between Charlie and I, and his mission was my mission. So stepping into this role is not so much a job title. This is not a 9-to-5 for me. This is something that I'm very passionate about because it's still a remaining breathing version of my husband, this Turning Point USA. So this organization is not just a company to me. And the staff and employees are not staff and employees, they're family. And so for me, it's a lot different and a lot deeper than a career. This is very personal.
Good night, Wildcat.
But yes, it is hard. But at the same day, it takes a village, and I have one heck of a village.
We have a woman here that has a question perfectly calibrated to this part of our conversation. I want to hand it over to Isabella Reggi.
Thank you. And Erica, you and your family are in my prayers.
Thank you.
Do you realize how much money this will save us? What's that? I just built a budgeting app with Base 44. Look, it pulls all our expenses into one place and breaks down spending by team.
Guys, Nina just built an app.
Impossible.
Nina can't
code.
Interesting. Can it generate reports?
I'm a 26-year-old Christian woman living
Oh,
in New York
God.
City. I would like to stay here long term, but I wonder whether it's sustainable. Do you believe there's a place for women like myself in modern cities who care about having a career, but also marrying a like-minded Christian conservative?
I'm not going to ask you your personal journey, but what I will say is when I lived out here, I was here for 5 years. I never dated here because I saw vicariously through my roommate how terrible it was. Somehow getting drinks was the replacement of having coffee and breakfast. I personally would rather have coffee or brunch with someone than go. I don't drink. I find it unproductive, not because I'm holier than whatever. I just don't operate that way. But I always thought it was very strange how she would go to drinks with one guy and then go to dinner with another. So it goes twofold here. So if you're expecting to marry someone that I was blessed with, like a Charlie, you have
she
to
said
be
his
the
name.
type of woman that will attract a Charlie. Are you going to church? Are you going to Bible study?
Oh, God.
Did you tell your pastor that you are ready for the Lord to bring into your life the man that you've been praying for? You yourself need to be prepared for that man, and only you will know how to do.
Yeah. All right. Let's kill everything for maximum performance. Well, I don't need to do that exactly. We're gonna start with the keyboard. See how it goes. Okay. And we're still live on TikTok. Been a hot minute since we've done Far Cry. We'll get back in the swing of things. I've really hardly touched this game. That's good. Put you guys back on game capture. I was kind of hoping I'd see more of her. Oh shit, I didn't even open the game. Fuck. I mean, there's still some time left. I want to see her get all hot and bothered. Try and make sense of all the other shit. But she kind of just breezed over everything, as you'd expect. But we're booting up. Trees. Hello, trees. A happy, blessed weekend on God. Yo, what's up? Show your support. I'd love to connect with the 2 mil audience. Oh, there's no... Yeah, okay. Sure, buddy. Sure. Sure you are. Super legit, right? Super definitely a human. It's probably the game. There we go. Tell him Sam sent you. I'm not a bot. I'm not buying it. There we go. Sounds like something a bot would say. I'm just saying. Just saying. It's always, I mean, it's always like, oh, hey, super great stream. This is awesome. And then just, you know, buy my shit or click this link or give me your credit card. It's all the same shit. And say you're not a bot. You're still, you know, here to pull a fast one on me or whoever falls for it, as it usually goes. Oh. I'm not sure if it's still... I feel like it's in full screen mode, which it shouldn't be because I've changed it already. So, huh. It's like, it resets every time? That kind of blows. shit. Okay, you're on the game. TikTok is on the game. What's going on here? Oh, shit. It's locked up, dude. Dude. It's like half frozen. But I can still see my mouse. Fuck. Oh, god damn it, dude. Is it my mouse? I don't think it's my mouse. I have no fucking idea what's happening. Okay, I gotta close it, I guess. But we're not staying up late. As late. Okay? Bed before sunrise. Can't be that hard. Get a couple of rounds in. I could just end it now. I won't, though. Dude, I forgot about Valentine's Day. Totally forgot. Isn't it today? Or like... Yeah, it is. Damn. Oh, what? Oh, did my shit end? It just tweaked out. Because I just got a notification. I'm gonna redeploy.